Thank you for tuning into Your Dose podcast. This series is sponsored by the Community Foundation of Greater New Britain. CFGNB connects donors who care with causes that matter. Their mission is to inspire philanthropy, manage permanent charitable assets, and address key community issues through strategic leadership. If you're interested in sponsoring our Your Dose podcast, make sure to follow the link below.
Welcome back to Your Dose. We're the plug for all things prevention.
I'm your host, AJ, and today's prescription is teen substance abuse in media. And we're here with...
I'm Abigail.
I'm Annalise.
And I'm Olivia.
We're just hop right into it. What are your guys' favorite TV shows?
Okay, I can go first. I don't really watch like a ton of TV, but like I would say the shows that I've been like keeping up with lately are I watch a little bit of Love Island, and then like I know a new season of The Summer I Turned Pretty is coming out, and I watched the first two, so I'm excited for that.
That's nice. Yeah, I also really like The Summer I Turned Pretty, and I'd say one of my shows that I've been keeping up with is Ginny and Georgia, because the new season just came out.
I don't really watch that many shows, but one show I have been watching is called like Manifest, and right now I'm like season 2. So far it's been pretty good, but I don't really stay on one show for too long. I get distracted or just bored of it sometimes, so I just kind of like, I have like a lot of shows that are just not finished yet.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I know.
facts.
Are you watching Squid Games?
I like half watched Squid Games. Like not
yeah.
fully.
Everyone's watching Squid Games, but I
Yeah.
think it's too violent for me.
And do these shows portray any risk behaviors like substance abuse, violence, or sex?
Well, yeah, Squid Games
Yeah,
is really
Squid
violent.
Games, very violent.
Games.
But Summer I Turned Pretty, there's like one episode where
she drinks.
she gets like really drunk and she like acts crazy.
It definitely portrays it as like a coping mechanism in that show.
Yeah.
Because she does it as a coping mechanism for like her hard times.
Like there's a lot going on, and then
Yeah,
she like,
she turns to
she gets
alcohol.
really like under the influence, and then she makes some really
Yeah.
bad decisions and gets in really bad trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's pretty realistic, I would say, because it shows, because it's not like that's something she does often, but she's a teenage girl who's going through a lot, and then she was in a house party and she kind of fell into that peer pressure and that coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Haven't you guys watched You? Like,
Oh,
y'all
I
never
have.
seen that?
No.
I have
No, y'all
seen
never
it.
seen
I
You?
don't be watching that.
I've
It's like-
seen like a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of substance in there.
Yeah,
You
it
watched
does.
Like what?
I have.
You
Yeah.
want to talk about it?
Oh yeah, we can talk about it.
You can talk, AJ.
Me?
Yeah.
Alright, all right. Like in like You, there's like they go to a lot of parties and stuff, and like at one party, it was like season 2, like the kid, he was driving drunk and he smashed right into the stop sign,
Oh, no.
and right like the stop sign broke, and the other kid was coming down the street and he was speeding, and like they like got in a really bad car crash.
The same exact
collided.
thing happened in 13
Yeah.
Reasons Why.
Yeah,
That's
13
crazy.
Reasons Why,
Oh, that's another show that I watch.
They all do like substances on that show, right?
Oh, it's crazy substances.
yeah. 13
that
Reasons
show's
Why.
messed up.
It is kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
But I think it's, I do think it's like accurate, because it shows a lot of the substance abuse in that show is like I said, kind of the same as The Summer I Turned Pretty. Like it's like
Yeah.
a response to like trauma.
Yeah, I feel like usually when teens are on shows and they show teens drinking, it's like either like at a party or like after something like bad happens to them.
yeah.
Right.
Not just like sitting around, nothing to do, we're gonna drink. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the media has a stronger power to influence teen substance use over other things? Why or why not?
It's a bit hard because honestly, I feel like it does, but there's also like other things that does influence you, like your
Right.
surroundings,
course.
your environment, and so like it does play a part in it. But I don't know if it's like the most important, but I think it does have an influence on you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. I feel like it has a big part in like kind of normalizing it, because like you see it
Yeah.
on TV and it's kind of like, oh, like that's especially like when you're not really like in high school yet, or like when you're like growing up, and if that's like how high school is portrayed on TV, I feel like you have like, it kind of sets like an expectation, like, oh, that's what everyone does in high school.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you don't really have
Yeah, I agree. I think media definitely is like a big like culture setter, like if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
media plays a big part in like how you interpret your community and
Yeah.
your generation. Like it definitely changes how you see certain things. And if you're in elementary school, even just watching a TV show with your parents and it depicts that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like little things over time, it builds that expectation of, like you said, when I get to high school, like we're gonna drink. And
Mhm.
even when you're 14, 15 years old, and that's definitely not something you're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, they even show it in cartoons and stuff.
Wait, what?
which cartoons?
Yo, like Scooby Doo, bro. Like, y'all never watched the old one?
I don't think so.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
I
I ever
wasn't a
watched
big
them drink.
Scooby Doo
The
girl.
old
in
Scooby Doo,
Scooby-Doo.
bro. It's fire.
You know
Is
what
I don't know
there-
what
show
Scooby-Doo
I
you
feel
were
like
watching.
that like kind of like everyone was really like obsessed with for a minute. Euphoria. I never like watched it, but like I know they were like there was one of the main characters was a drug dealer, like
Right.
all this
Yeah.
stuff. One of the main characters was like an addict, and it's like I
That
feel
was
like people
popular, like, when
low.
we were in middle school.
It was really popular when we were in middle school,
Right.
and I feel like people were like kind of missing the point of the show. They were more talking about like, oh, look at their makeup, look at their outfits, look at oh that guy is so like he's so tall, he's so cute, and it's like the show is supposed to show you like
Like a
the
cautionary
bad.
tale.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
this is what your life should be like. It's like these kids are living like a not good life. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, people didn't
But
really
people
take
were
it
like
that way.
romanticizing it. Yeah, so I feel like that show is kind of how.
Yeah, did you watch it?
Sorry. I kind of watched it, and like, it's crazy because you can like not watch it, but you can know like everything that
That's
happened.
the other
Yeah.
thing. Like even that's like most shows. Like I don't really watch them, but like you go on social media, you go on
TikTok.
TikTok. People will post full episodes on
Yeah.
TikTok
Facts.
with like a game underneath, and then you're just like you don't want like even if you're not like going out of your way to watch the show, you hear about it, you see it. That's how I feel with Love Island. Like I've never sat down and watched a full episode of Love Island, but I know everything.
Yeah,
that's
me
going
either.
On.
Nah, for real. No hood. What about you?
But that's true. Like, I feel like part of media is like unintentional.
Yeah,
media.
because I feel like back like before social media, it's like to watch a show like you had to sit in front of your
Watch
TV
it,
at
yeah.
a certain time every week and watch the show.
Yeah.
Or like you didn't know what was going on. But like now it's like you can go watch anything, anytime, anywhere, even if you don't mean to. So it's
Yeah.
like you're seeing stuff that you probably wouldn't see
Right.
otherwise.
Is there one form of media that has a greater influence on teen activities?
TikTok for sure has a bigger influence. Like me personally, because
Out of all the
Yeah.
platforms.
I don't really watch TV. I feel like TikTok has changed my like attention span.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
just watch like
Perspective.
TikTok
you can
like,
just
is
scroll
TV.
so fast. Yeah.
Like when I sit down, like kind of how like my parents are like when they come home from work and they're like exhausted and they're like, I just want to like sit down and watch TV. Like I
need
feel
to
that
go
same
lay
thing
down
with
and watch
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I need to
Yeah.
TikTok raw in my bed right now,
For real. Like
which is probably
TikTok
not good.
trends, like smoking and stuff. Like, I never seen that.
Yeah, I don't know. But also I feel like that's kind of maybe that's a good thing about social media because I never see like trends about like people drinking or smoking or anything because
Yeah.
social media is so tailored to you, like the
Yeah.
algorithms and everything.
Yeah.
It's like whatever you're looking for, you can find it, or like what you're interested in, that's what they're gonna show you. But then like
Sometimes
you see
it's
one video
random.
about alcohol and then it's
Yeah.
like that's your whole page, like
Yeah.
then you're kind of cooked.
Yeah.
There's like a trend that you just made me think of. Like it's like that trend that like taking a like blinker every time like something. Have you seen
Oh,
that
Oh,
trend?
there's always
Yeah.
like take a shot every time
This
this
or-
happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's very common. I feel like on TikTok, cause like, and it definitely like is part of that culture building, like promoting certain behaviors, and people are all in the comments like, "This is so funny. I'm gonna try this," like
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's like it becomes really popular.
Mm. Have you guys ever seen like that egg blinker trend? Nah.
No, you gotta describe.
Bro,
You
y'all
gotta
never
describe
seen
for the
that?
audience at
Which
home.
one?
It's like they inhale like they take a blinker like 5 times and like they just keep it like in their throat and like it
Oh,
feels
like
like
hold
an
it
egg.
in.
Yeah, it feels
Okay,
like
well,
an
yeah,
egg.
actually, I have seen
I
that.
haven't seen
Yeah.
that.
I haven't.
It's
And
not
it feels,
cute.
it's supposed to feel like an egg in your throat or something. Like it hurts. I don't know. I don't know why
Yeah,
they do
no,
that.
I don't know why you would do that on purpose.
That's
Yeah,
That's the
disgusting.
thing about social media. It's like people are doing stuff, and it's like you
Yeah.
know that's not fun. Like, why are you doing it?
They like
Right.
oversaturate it.
It's like the Gabby Hanna trend.
Do teens
It's like
play
the-
Yeah,
a
take a
part-
shot every time.
Street.
The babies in the streets. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Do teens play a part in the media culture around teen substance abuse?
Yeah, I think
Probably
so.
yeah.
Like people post on their stories and stuff. Like,
I think people are
Yeah.
way too like not scared about digital
Yeah,
footprint.
outgoing.
Yeah, no, it's like people
Facts.
forget that like we're gonna grow up one day and have to get a job, and your job is gonna see all your posts with your cans in your hand or like the alcohol bottles in the
real.
back, and it's like you said, digital footprint. Like these pictures are gonna be there forever, and like I feel like people aren't scared
No, they're
that
not.
they're literally breaking the law
Yeah.
if they don't care.
They're like very expressive on there and
real.
expose like too much that they shouldn't be.
And they think it's cute to post videos of themselves like smoking and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
There's a lot.
What
I
if I
think
called the
smoking is
police?
like on TikTok specifically. I feel like smoking and vaping, because like there's also like a weird like thirst trap element. Like I don't know if you've seen it specifically,
I know what you're talking
but
about.
like people will like actually like include smoking as like part of their TikTok to be
Yeah.
like attractive.
to be like, ooh, I'm gonna pull huz.
Right. And it's
Exactly.
like they'll put like you know what I mean? Like they'll put a bunch of makeup on like for
Hmm.
girls and like just like take hits and like sing the songs and be
Exactly.
like the huzz will be like in the comments like, oh, this is so huzzy, like
Yeah.
you're so
Or,
cute,
like, You remember like during when like Charlie D'Amelio and like the Hype House, they were all like
Oh, yeah.
famous
Oh,
and like they
yeah.
would be doing a dance and they'd have their like pen like hanging out their like pocket and it was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, she babes. Like everyone was like going crazy.
Yeah, I definitely think teens are pressured to like participate online,
Yeah.
and like you said, like the lack of like social awareness when it comes to that stuff, especially if
Mhm.
they're like younger teens, can make it feel like they're contributing to their own problem
Yeah, they're
by
thinking it's, like,
continuing to
okay.
post it.
Yeah,
And
it's
What about you,
like
Abigail?
they like I feel like teens do it because they kind of like want to fit in,
Right.
and so they're like they do it, they post things about their stuff just to fit in, but like really sometimes some don't even want to, but they'll just do it just to like feel connected with others.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these people are literally called like influencers. So like if you're young and you're like
Exactly.
Yeah.
maybe you're in middle school and you're watching your favorite influencer does this, like you want to do it. If your favorite influencer wears this, like you want to wear it. So it's like it's the same thing like with using substances. Like if they are showing that that's okay, you're gonna think that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy because there is definitely like a big culture of platforming like actual teenagers, especially in the Hype House era. And those kids were like 16.
And
Yeah.
so, like,
17.
they have millions of followers,
Right.
millions of
Right.
people watching them, their every move.
And
Yeah.
they probably regret some of the choices that they made because they were really young, but that's like the internet is so like it's forever. Like they don't get to like rewind or go back
Yeah,
or
you can't
change the culture
promote
that they
that.
Yeah.
created. Yeah.
Mhm. Do you think the media we engage with shows that the true consequences for teen substance use?
Honestly, I don't think so.
I think it doesn't show, how do I say this? I think the consequences are like aestheticized, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I think in a few shows that I can think of, like it'll show like the people like being upset or crying or like looking messy, but it'll paint it in like a cute way, like an attractive way.
Oh my gosh, I'm so hungover. Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
so
I'm so
cute.
like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus like it doesn't show people being like having a hard time doing certain things, like kind of the real consequences of addiction. But I think some shows might,
I think
but just
13
maybe
Reasons
not
Why
all
does.
shows.
Yeah.
13 Reasons Why? That
I
shows
think
it.
that shows the consequences because a
Yeah.
lot of those, it even
Like-
shows the consequences of like some characters suffer real consequences,
Like
even like
Justin?
death. Yeah,
Yeah.
from their choices. So
Wait, what happened to Justin?
Like
he passed away
wasn't he doing like heroin or something?
from
A
yeah
lot.
from he caught HIV and then contracted AIDS and passed away in the show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
And I feel like that's something that maybe like for our parents' generation, like that was really like widely discussed because it was such a like an epidemic. But like people forget that AIDS still exists. Like yes, there's medication and yes, there's a lot you can do
Yeah.
to manage HIV, but it still exists. And like if you're at the point in your addiction where you're struggling that bad, are you gonna have the resources to take that medication? Like people forget like how
yeah, it's not
serious some of
it's
these
not an
diseases
easy
are.
fix.
Exactly. Expensive.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I feel like sometimes like social media, it just kind of like shows what people want to see and not what they should see.
Yeah.
So like it'll show positive, but really on like on the outside of the screen, it's like all negative, and then there's like the drawbacks. But people aren't gonna see that because they just want to see how good it is when it's really isn't.
Does it portray positive choices well with other cases? Like, does like the show portray like positive outcomes or anything?
From substance abuse?
Yeah.
Like turning your life around? Oh. Yeah, I think in some cases.
Think of some examples.
Well, like we were talking about in 13 Reasons Why, the character that passed away, Justin, he actually was clean when he had found out that he had
So he
HIV.
was like trying, but like
yeah,
it was too
he
late
had
at
turned
that
his
point.
life around. He had gotten his like his grades and stuff together, and he was like had a future, and he like had a new family. Like he was good.
Yeah.
And then he passed away pretty quickly because of his drug abuse. And I think that's also like a big thing, is like sometimes you can't turn it around. Like you can't just up and change your mindset and now you're fine. Your body is holding on to everything that you did.
It's not too easy for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, shows like how big of a decision it is to do. Like once you start it, it's going to affect you like in a long term, no matter what. And so you like really have to think about it. Like, do you really want to do that or not?
Right.
Think about your health, about your future. Don't just like start doing it just for like a taste or just doing this and that. Because once you start doing it, you're gonna get affected. And it's gonna long lasting effects.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like
Is
shows
there a
that
show?
show like maybe somebody going through like rehab or like somebody
Beautiful
going through
Boy.
withdrawals. Oh
Have you
yes,
ever watched
that
that?
movie's
Yo,
so sad.
I
Beautiful
haven't.
Boy shows are really good. Have you ever
But
watched
like
that?
I
rehab,
haven't.
it's pretty
Dang.
realistic, I would say.
And like,
Yeah.
like I forgot what he used. He was like heroin, or no, crystal meth.
He was on a lot
He
of
was
stuff.
crystal
I think.
meth.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
that also is a really good representation of like what your family goes through
Yeah.
when you're struggling with
That's
addiction.
definitely something that should be like, that movie definitely portrayed it well, because I think family is a big aspect of addiction that's
Yeah.
not.
I think a lot of people, when they're
addressed.
making their decisions when it comes to using substance, they don't think about the effects that it has on other people. In that movie, it doesn't even really focus on the kid
Right.
himself. It's more about his family, like his
Yeah.
father, and like
And like he turned his whole life around just to go right back.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that shows like it's really a struggle. Like addiction is not like
Linear.
it's a
Yeah.
it's a lifelong like struggle you will
Mhm.
have to overcome. Like if you
Yeah.
can't. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I don't
have
think
to
I
take-
can think of any shows that show like coming back from addiction.
Nah.
Usually ends pretty badly.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? There's a character on Grey's Anatomy, and she was like she was addicted to drugs, and like her and her boyfriend were both addicted to drugs. This was on like a spin-off. She was like a character from the spin-off, and then they brought her into the regular show, and then she's like a neurosurgeon.
Yeah.
Like she got clean and she became a neurosurgeon. But then like down the line, like she's been clean for however many years, a patient comes in and she's like, I recognize you from rehab, like you're not doing my surgery. So it's like even though she's been clean for this long, like she's made such great progress in her life, like her addiction still haunts her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Amelia, did you watch Grey's Anatomy?
No, I never
Okay.
watched Grey's Anatomy.
Hey, never
But that's
mind.
well, you explained it really well though. Like that.
Yeah.
That's definitely shows like a realistic growth from substance
Like
abuse.
she
Yeah.
really like it took
never
a
gonna
long
be perfect,
time,
yeah.
but like it was like a big part of her storyline, like that she had overcome this addiction. But then people were still like kind of discounting her, or like they didn't trust her. And it's like you do lose like certain aspects of like respect that people might have for you or things like that. Like I feel like most teen shows now like have some kind of substance in them. But, like, do you think people would still watch a show if the characters were like not doing any substances?
No.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
think so.
okay, wait. You both said different things, so you both have to explain.
Dude, like, have you ever watched Dexter?
Yeah.
Bro,
Okay, but
he
that's like
doesn't do
okay, but that's
substances.
violence.
Oh yeah, but he kills people. So,
So it's like, do you think that's what I mean? Like, do you think it has to have like
If the-
shows have to have some aspect of like risk for people to like be like entertained?
Oh
by
yeah.
them?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I wouldn't watch like something mad boring.
But I'm trying to think. Like, okay, did you watch Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Yeah, that show has like nothing. There's no risky like
Except
sitcoms.
when Tom got really drunk and Ron was scared.
Oh, okay, that's different. But
Sorry.
if you watch like sitcoms or like there's like cute shows that like have nothing to do with that. Like those are like the
Yeah.
kind of shows that I watch because like I don't like to watch shows about people killing each other. I don't like to
No.
watch shows about people like doing drugs. I don't like that.
Yeah,
because it's
no.
like kills my vibe.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I think most
that
people, for a show to
yeah.
get like really popular, it has to have some kind of like craziness to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
thrilling.
I feel like most like the sitcoms that you're talking about are popular with like our parents' generation,
Yeah.
but it's not popular in our generation.
Yeah, I
like
feel like most people don't watch the shows that I watch.
yeah, like no one else. Yeah, like it's hard to find people like our age who don't watch those kind of shows, and you can tell just by like how popular like Love Island is, how popular like
yeah, because like, okay, hot take. I only watch TV like at night, like right before I go to bed. So I'm not gonna watch some like crazy show about people getting murdered and then try to go to sleep.
yeah,
after.
that's nah.
So it's like I don't know how people do it.
Well, I actually typically like horror movies, like zombie movies and stuff like that.
Zombie
It's like I like the action, it's nice, but I don't typically watch movies that like have drugs and alcohol like that. I
Okay.
kind of stick to like the creatures kind of thing, just like more fantasy.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
supernatural stuff.
Yeah,
that's cool.
supernatural.
That's entertaining.
I like those
for sure.
prefer instead of like drugs and alcohol stuff
I
like
do
that.
think that's like a big thing in like the horror movie genre.
Yeah.
is,
Like aliens and stuff.
no, I'm saying like substances.
Oh.
That
Wait,
too.
what?
No, I'm saying like
Well, I
when
don't
you
watch horror
watch-
movies, so explain to people who
Okay.
don't watch horror
I would
movies.
say, let me know if you guys agree or disagree. But
Okay.
I feel like in horror movies, especially like more vintage horror movies, there is a lot of like drugs and
Yeah.
alcohol and like sex, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think they show a lot of risky behaviors because some horror movies are kind of like vigilante style, like they're kind of like directed towards kids who are not making good choices or adults who are
so it's
bad.
kind of like they're trying to make you scared. Like if you do this, you
Yeah.
might get murdered.
And I also think in general, like certain drugs used to be really popular. So like in the 80s, like a lot of horror movies like had like cocaine and stuff in them. And like it kind of follows the trends of the time. So I feel like in the horror genre specifically, it's also like trying its hardest to be like shocking.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like it usually involves like drugs and other risky
Yeah.
behaviors, which can be like you can kind of see the negatives, I guess, from it, because obviously horror movies are meant to scare you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it can also be like if you're just 'cause, like I grew up watching horror movies like even as a kid because that's
Yeah.
just what my parents were into, so I had to watch them too, and I saw a lot of things I probably shouldn't have seen.
Facts.
Yeah.
Speaking of the 80s, you know what show I feel like they kind of portray substances a little like interesting? Stranger Things. Because it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that show is
Yeah.
really like I could watch that because it's not like I'm not scared of that because I feel like that's not gonna happen.
Right.
But like don't make that face.
Sorry.
Because like they're all teens, right? But they don't portray them doing like any kind of substances. Like they just like be outside like hanging out. The only people
there
who
are substances,
show-
but not
the only
really.
people who they show doing substances are the like
Older
older,
ones.
ones, like
Yeah.
and the
Nancy,
adults, yeah.
and then like the adults are all like smoking and drinking. But like the
Yeah.
actual like group of like the kids that they started off with, like
Yeah.
the main ones, like they're in high school now and they have yet to show them like
Drinking.
drinking,
Yeah.
smoking.
Yeah,
any of that.
just
But
being
it's
kids
also,
like,
going outside.
it just shows like how that's kind of like when our parents were like, oh, like kids never used to do that. Like I feel like that's what I like picture when I think
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Like, have you guys ever watched Great Gatsby?
Yeah.
That's like straight
haven't.
alcohol in there.
Yeah, and that was like a time when alcohol was illegal. So it's like a
Yeah.
guy and he has like a really big mansion and he is like obsessed with this girl and she like is married to somebody else
Mm.
and he keeps throwing these like parties and parties and parties because he lives like
Yeah.
across the bay from her and like
Yeah.
he wants her to come to his party so bad.
Uh,
And then like then they make people get murdered and stuff at the end.
okay. Okay.
Oh.
That's
That's a really good movie. You've seen that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I've never watched The Great
Okay,
Gatsby.
put it on the list. We'll watch it. So at the end of the podcast, everyone shares like something that they want to leave the viewers with, like a piece of advice. There's a time and place for every kind of show, and like everyone has their different interests, but like it shouldn't get to a point where you're so obsessed with a show that like you want to live that lifestyle. Like take everything with a grain of salt
Mm.
because
Mm.
it's just a movie. Like these are just actors playing a part. And like just because something works out for them in
Yeah.
the script doesn't mean like if you do the same thing it's gonna work out in real life. So like just remember like as realistic as a show might seem, it's still not real.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
it's like reality. But even reality TV
No,
is like
that's not real.
fabricated. Like the producers get them to say what they want to say
Yeah.
and like do
Yeah.
what they want to do. So like just take everything with a grain of salt and don't let it like get to you too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I think my advice that I was thinking is kind of similar. But it's just that like choose the media culture that you want to create. Like I would say cuz we kind of talked about how we contribute to our own culture of social media and like what each other see. I would say only follow people who you kind of like agree with and they follow the right kind of lifestyle choices because eventually you're gonna subliminally like want to follow the people that you see doing well and on your screen and on your TV. So I would just say try your hardest to like align yourself with media that's gonna point you in a positive direction.
Mm.
Yeah, like surround yourself with good influences. Like you could watch that stuff, I guess, but like make sure to understand that you don't have to follow it, and you could just do what you want to do, and not to like take those risks and like make some educated decisions and understand all that stuff.
Oh, a piece of advice I'll give is don't feed into the media. Be yourself.
Right.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Nice.
Okay. Well,
Thank you
thank
guys
you
for watching.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.